Hey guys, Pastor Matt here, and we're doing this series where we talk about work. And whenever I think of work, I think of these whiskey jars lately. See, my wife loves these whiskey jars, and I was out in the mountains, and I thought I just totally scored. I found this like buried in the ground, and then as I kind of pull it up a little bit, I find out it was buried in the ground because it was super busted. And whenever I look at this jar, it kind of reminds me of work. See, our work a lot of times from a distance looks really good. But then on closer examination, you find out it's actually super broken. In fact, scripture talks about that. There's different spots in scripture that talk about our work and different ways that it's broken. One way it's broken is it can feel pointless. Ecclesiastes talks about that. It says that, we take all this wisdom and we earn this wealth, but we don't get to enjoy the fruit of the wealth. Somebody else inherits it from us and they're foolish and they get to enjoy it. It talks about work as something that can be selfish. Work is a thing that could really bless the people around us, but oftentimes we're not thinking of the people around us as much as we think of ourselves. And so that's something that can cause a lot of pain in work. But ultimately, one of the hardest parts about work is when we're trying to build our identity on our work alone. I think work is a big part of who we are and what we do, but when it becomes the part, it can cause a lot of pain and brokenness in our life and never quite seem to measure up. And can be a pretty depressing picture of work, I know. And you may ask yourself the question, well, what's good with something that broken? But see, that's the beauty of Jesus. Jesus is a God that loves to redeem broken things, whether it's your life or your work. In fact, Paul would say that, this guy that wrote a lot about Jesus, he would say that, anything we do, when we do it for the glory of God, it's filled with this power and this meaning that you can't find anywhere else. And that's the beauty of Jesus in our work. When Jesus is inserted into our work, all of a sudden, what became a mundane occupation can become a deep vocation, something that has powerful impact on the people around us. So if you'd like to learn more about it, just click in the link below. You can watch the message that we did on that. But if not, just take this to heart. If you feel like your life is broken or your work is broken, know that in Jesus you can find a redemption that will fix the brokenness in your life. So I hope that's a blessing to you this week, and I hope you have a great week of work.